Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Bobbie, and this is Bobbie Reads Tarot. And today, you guys, I need to give you a little bit of information before we jump into the reading. You know, I normally like to go straight into the reading, but very, very quickly. I posted 2 videos today already. So you guys, look at that terrible shuffle. You guys got some bonus stuff. One was a video that I recorded a few years ago for my other channel that gives the history of Thanksgiving. If you have not yet watched it, I would strongly encourage you to take a peek, give it a look, see what you think. It's there's a lot of really good information over there. The other thing that I wanted to mention before we get started is the discount code that I have for you guys for Otter Spirit. So Otter Spirit is the company that makes the crystal bracelets I wear. This is my regular stack I'm wearing right now. They are a woman-owned company, and she gives a percentage of every purchase to the preservation of otters. Right now, there are some discount codes that I want you guys to know about. So now through the end of November, if you use the code Bobbie35, you will get 35% off of your purchase. Through the end of the year, I think, if you use Bobbie20, you can get 20% off your purchase. So what I will do is I will put all of those, I'm not going to do a whole commercial for you guys, but I'm going to put all of the links in the description box down below where you can find the website, find all the information, and I will also put the codes down there for you as well so that you can check that out. But these are the bracelets I wear all the time, and I was sharing with you guys, I've had just immense sciatic pain this last year, and I firmly believe that wearing some of these different crystals has actually helped me tremendously. Okay. So now that we have gone through all of that, all of the, what's it called? The housekeeping. Now, sorry, I didn't mean to whack the camera, you guys. We are ready to jump into our reading. So we're going to look and see what we can expect this week. What's the energy of this week? I posted a second video this morning where I showed a clip where I was talking about an imminent invasion into Mexico, where it would be like an invasion, but then people would be saying like, oh, nope, sorry, you know, it was a mistake. And that literally happens. So it's just a quick little 4-minute clip video. But if you're interested in checking that out, I will link both of those videos. I'll put them in the end of this video so you know how the videos pop up on the screen and you can go to different videos. I will link them there. Okay, you guys, so let's get into it. Sorry about the long intro. As always, my readings are for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research, form your own opinion, and please be kind to one another in the comment section down below. Okay, Spirit, what do you have for us for this week? What can we expect? Students, okay, what else do we have for this week? Big headlines, what can we expect to see? We have Queen, okay, so Queen for me sometimes is like, relates to big ships, just FYI. Okay. All right. So we have social media influencer, reality TV star, philanthropist. I'm really feeling like this is something to do with like Bill Gates and either like Elon or Zuckerberg. A reality TV star usually feels like a Trump situation. Let's keep going and see what else we can get here. Okay, we have government agency. I feel like these are all coming together here. I'm going to move these out of the way. I feel like this philanthropist, this reality TV star, social media influencer, government agency. I feel like all of this is going together, and I want to get one more of these cards. We have respondent, plaintiff, some kind of a court situation. Okay, so I'm actually kind of feeling like this is for something else. So I want to look at these and see if we can dig a little deeper into what is going on here. All right, Spirit, what else do you have for us? We have negative impact. These people having a negative impact. What else do we have? We have, where did it go? Unwavering stance, you guys. We have unwavering stance. Someone not changing their mind. Okay, this is usually Trump. He tends to, well, actually that's not true because he does go back and forth when it comes to things like tariffs. Okay, let's keep going. I feel like whoever this is though, they're not going to, I feel like, is this the TikTok purchase? Outside the trusted circle, power of persuasion. I'm feeling like this has to do with TikTok, the purchase of TikTok. So they're supposed to be these very big people that are all going in together. I do not know any of the details of this, so please, this is one of those do your own research moments. But I want to pull some tarot so we can see the energies for this situation. I very much feel, though, I'm almost wondering if this respondent plaintiff isn't their energy, if this is like going to court to finalize or doing the legal things that you have to do to finalize a sale, or if there's something. Let's see here. Let's just take a look. Okay. Oh, this is like someone trying to kill the deal, or this is someone stabbing someone in the back. So there could be some backstabbing happening behind the scenes in this this TikTok deal. What it is basically a bunch of very wealthy people going in together to buy it. One of the people who would be on the board, if I'm not mistaken, is Baron Trump. And I was thinking about doing a Baron Trump reading again. I have done one before, but I was thinking about doing an updated one because I've been getting a lot of requests for that. So I may post one tomorrow. Okay. So the challenge that this situation is facing is the Three of Pentacles reversed. This is people not cooperating. So I feel like the details or the specifics of how it would function, who would be on the board, how it would be run, how people would be compensated. There's a lot of problems there. People are not working together. The energy that this is coming from is the Devil reverse. You guys, this is very evil, very dark. Social media is a very, it can be a wonderful thing. I mean, like YouTube is considered, I guess, social media. But it can also be a very destructive thing as well. So be very careful. Be careful with your children and your grandchildren. I've really been like cracking down. My children don't have social media. My son did have Instagram for a while, my 14-year-old, but he wasn't ready for it, so we pulled it back. But yeah, there's really dark stuff going on, and I just feel like there's a lot of programming. We're seeing so many kids getting radicalized from spending time either in gaming communities or on Reddit or just online. And I don't know, I just think we need to be very protective of our vulnerable minds right now. The energy of where this is going, this is not going to be victorious, or it's going to take a long time before it is. I don't feel like this is something that's going to resolve itself quickly. I think that there's things going on under the surface that are going to take longer to resolve. The overall aim or destiny of the situation is the Queen of Swords reversed. This is making excuses for bad behavior. There are people involved in this project that are unethical, difficult to work with. I mean, it's nothing new. I don't feel like they're doing anything. I was going to say I don't feel like they're doing anything outright nefarious, but everything they do is outright nefarious. But there's nothing, this is just like normal, trying to get a bunch of billionaires together and cooperating, What they don't see coming, or the underlying issue, is that Queen of Wands. This is a bunch of queens fighting. They are just, there's a lot of bickering and infighting and like this struggle for power. It's a mess. The energy is justice reversed. There could be issues with this getting hung up in the courts. Respondent plaintiff, justice reversed. This is not having the outcomes you want, things being delayed, things being imbalanced, not being fair. The environment is the Tower. So this deal could fall through. It could collapse. There could be people that leave the deal, hopes or fears, is that it's going to be something that is beneficial. Knight of Wands is about passion. It's about being competitive. It's, you know, making an offer on something. Final outcome for this TikTok deal is the Three of Swords reversed. The Three of Swords reversed is needing to use logic and emotion, logic and reason over emotion, but the people involved are not doing that. So that's what's going on with that. I'm really curious to see how that whole TikTok purchase situation is going to play out. The whole thing seems, you know, for entertainment purposes only, rather corrupt, in my opinion, but I guess nobody asked my opinion, huh? Okay, you guys, what do we want to look at now? Let's pull a few more of these keyword cards. Now, if you're ever curious to know what decks I'm using, if you go to my website, which is just bobbiereads.com, I have a page that has every single deck I have, and if you click on the deck, it will give you the deck information. The only deck that is not on there is this one, which is my keyword deck. Everything else is there. So, if it's a newer deck, it'll be at the bottom, so scroll down, okay? All right, so we have crypto and Russia. Russia getting involved in some crypto stuff. Let's see what this is about. Did you guys hear that Russia is no longer paying their troops? They are in, their economy is in a massive decline. I said that once before, and I had some people attack me, and they're like, Russia has such a great economy. And it's like, okay, open a book. No, they don't. That's propaganda. But I want to see what's going on with Russia and crypto. Russia and crypto. Let's see what we have here. Join forces is upright. People joining forces. Sightings disclosure. This is something separate. That does not go with it. Controlled narrative. Okay, Spirit, what else do you have for us for Russia and crypto? We have consequence, damage done. So I don't follow Trump's kids, but I do know that they're very involved in crypto, and I would assume they're very involved in Russia. Barron also benefited a lot from something. I don't remember what it was. It may have been like TikTok stock or something, but and then he's been making money on crypto. So let's take a look and see what this is. We're going to just look at regular tarot and see Russia, crypto, join forces, consequences, damage done, controlled narrative. So people joining forces, and that joining forces, there's consequences to it, but they're controlling the narrative of what is happening and what's going on, which that's what Russia does, right? They're all about the propaganda. The Eight of Cups reversed is abandonment, walking away. I'm wondering if Russia had backed some kind of a crypto financial investment or something, and they are deciding that they no longer want to be a part of it, no longer want to back it, want to walk away, maybe threatening to walk away. The challenge they face is the Six of Pentacles. This is people wanting more money, asking for money, give and take. They're tired of I don't know what their challenge is, needing to feed their soldiers, needing to feed the hungry. I'm wondering if this is Russia needing a crypto scheme and someone else walking away from it, because the challenge is this needing funds, needing more money, needing to be able to pay and to find balance. The energy this situation is coming from is the Knight of Wands reverse. So because of battle, because of conflict, Russia is in this very precarious financial situation that they're trying to walk away from. They're trying to get out of. They have struggled so much with their ability to continue to, continue their what they do as far as for their economy. Their economy is collapsing right now. The energy of the situation where it's going is Queen of Cups. So there is feminine energy. This is a very intuitive, empathetic woman. So there's feminine energy that is going to be involved in this or is going to have a big impact. And with this being upright, I feel like this is a positive feminine energy. The destiny of this situation is the Knight of Pentacles reversed. This is waiting for an offer that does not show up, a financial offer. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. So I'm wondering if this is Russia trying somehow to get involved in some kind of a crypto scheme to generate funds, but they're struggling with it, or it's not working, or it's going to hurt people because there's that consequence damage done. The underlying issue, or what they don't see coming, is overflow, imbalance. So because of what they're doing is a scam, if there's an imbalance in this, and that's where they're going to get caught up. The energy of the situation is the Page of Swords reversed. The Page of Swords reversed is a manipulation. It's being very cunning, very manipulative. The environment is the Hierophant reversed. This is government doing unorthodox things. And that makes a lot of sense for the way that Russia is ruled. Hopes or fears. The fear is that they're not going to get out of these troubled waters. They want to get out of these choppy waters. They want to get to smoother sailing, but the fear is that they're not going to be able to get out of the situation. And final outcome is dissatisfaction, being dissatisfied with the outcome. It's not going to pan out the way that they're thinking or hoping that it will pan out. Okay, you guys, we have sighting disclosure. And, you know, I've been seeing a lot of headlines lately about different sightings. I myself had a sighting, I don't know, it was like 2 years ago in Yuma. It was crazy. I did a video on it, but I want to take a look and see what this sightings or disclosure, what this looks like. And we'll just do 3 cards on this one. Sighting disclosure. Are we ever going to get the truth? Right now, there's so much other stuff going on that, like, I feel like this has kind of fallen to the, you know, like the back burner. The Page of Swords, we have that Page of Swords again. So the Page of Swords, when it's in its upright position, is a card of either gossip or contracts. So this could be a story coming out where it's like, is it gossip or is it true? We don't know. This could also be a contract. So like some kind of a government contract or some kind of contract that has to do with sightings or disclosures. Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles upright. The 10 of Pentacles upright is a card of generational wealth, family. This is abundance within families, families with money. A contract being made with families with money. You know, this card lately has been representing like the elite, like the 1%. This card's been coming up a lot for them. So I'm wondering if there's going to be some kind of contract that's made with the wealthy that has to do with aliens, alien technology, sightings, things like that. So this could be something that we don't see, you guys, because this is kind of like... This is, I feel like, backdoor deals or quiet things that they don't want people to know. We have King of Swords, King of Cups, and Queen of Wands. King of Cups is reversed. Queen of Wands is reversed. These are people. I do not know who these people are because these are people behind the scenes. We have one male who is very fiery, has a fiery temper, but is very creative, very motivational, and wants to make progress with the situation. But there are 2 other people involved, the King of Cups reversed and the Queen of Wands reversed, that the King of Wands is coming up against, okay? So these people are the darker influences. King of Cups is someone emotionally volatile. The Queen of Wands reversed is someone who is lacking virtue, and someone who could be trying to control a situation. Very, very interesting. Okay, you guys. So now what I want to do is I want to take a look at Trump. Donald Trump for this week. What can we expect? I know we look at him every week, you guys. All right, Spirit, what should we know about Donald Trump's upcoming week? What can you show us? And remember, we have students in Queen. I'm not going to poll on those because I don't want this video to be like an hour long, but just remember, those are little things in the background that are going to tie in somehow. Okay. If you guys have ever wanted to have your own personal reading with me, I do offer those on my website. They're on that bobbiereads.com website. And it's a secure portal, so everything is secure. That's where I do all of my bookings. I do live and recorded readings. So if you've ever wanted to have a reading by me, you can check that out there. Okay. So this is a week of some loss for Trump, a little bit of heartbreak. As much as Trump can feel, sadness, it's loss. He could be feeling some regrets. The regrets could be coming from not a place of like wishing he would have done good, but a place of like, I wish I wouldn't have gotten caught. Okay. I'm wondering if there's going to be, I don't know, more that comes out this week. The challenge he's going to face this week is the Page of Swords. You guys, I just said it. This is gossip. There's more gossip that's coming out that is going to create a real issue for him. The energy of where he's coming from is the Nine of Pentacles reversed. He gets this card a lot. This is the card of ego, being completely self-centered. It's the card of vanity. And it's also a card of being really dissatisfied, not being happy, usually happy with your life. The energy of where he's going this week is the Knight of Swords reversed. Knight of Swords reversed is ready for battle. It's someone who's on the war path, but it's a stressful situation that is blown out of proportion. So there is going to be something. Trump does that a lot, but this week there's going to be something significant. Watch for it. There is something he's going to do that he's going to completely blow out of proportion in a major way. It will be significant, so you'll be able to recognize it. His goal or destiny for this week is the Sun reversed. The sun is starting to go down on him. The sun card often represents the president in our readings. The sun card reversed is it's that things are starting to dim. This could be him losing the presidency. This could be him losing power. This is him. Now remember with tarot, right? Time is super fluid. So just because this is the energy right now, but don't get hung up on he's going to lose presidency this week. But it's building. It's continuing to build. We're watching it. It's a slow burn, but it's coming. It's just taking its sweet time. The underlying issue for Trump, or what he does not see coming this week, is the Hanged Man reversed. You guys, this is the Martyr card. This is the Martyr card. So this is him either being like actually martyred or, well, I know we don't think he's a martyr, but you know what I mean. Or this is... He's going there. Or this could be something where he's like, I'm being attacked. Where he kind of does a fake martyr thing, or it could be real. But that Hanged Man reversed certainly likes to show up for Trump as well, doesn't it? All right, you guys. So now I want to look at the energy for Trump's week. And this is overindulgence. It's a reason to not celebrate. It's indulgence is going too far. Flirtation. There was a story that came out in the Epstein email release about him having an affair allegedly with I can't remember her name, one of his aides I think it was in his first presidency. So I'm wondering if this is more either of that story coming out, more details, or if this is more of him more of that story coming out, or more stories of him with other people coming out. His environment this week is the Four of Pentacles reversed. This is losing grit. He's losing grit. He's losing ground. He's trying to hold on fast, but he's losing his grip. He's got a lot of obstacles this week. This is not good. This could be losing money in the stock market as well. His environment is the Knight of Pentacles. Or no, excuse me, this isn't environment. This is hopes and fears. There are deals that he wants to make or deals that he's hoping that will come through this week. Final outcome for Trump for this week is the Chariot reverse. He's not going anywhere. He's not going to make any progress this week. This is like progress stops, not going anywhere. Very interesting. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to change our energy for this reading. And you guys know I always love to end with an oracle card. So we're going to move over to the Starseed Oracle and see what final message Spirit has for us to get us through this Thanksgiving week. What are you thankful for? I'm thankful for all of you guys. Thank you so much for giving me the most amazing year of growing and building this channel. And, you know, I'm figuring it out and you guys are figuring it out with me, and you've all been so supportive. So I am grateful for each of you for this year. Okay, Spirit, what final message do you have for us? Okay, we have the Blue Flame. This is spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. This is a pretty powerful card. We've had it a couple times recently. And this says, this is a card of awakening and energetic upgrades. Perhaps you're going through a period of spontaneous awakening, receiving visions and having experiences that are out of the ordinary. In the West, little is known about the process of spontaneous awakening, and it can feel very scary when you're going through it alone. Elsewhere, they can be seen as auspicious experiences, with those going through them being treated with tender care. The blue beings are thought to be activating beings with great potential for healing and upgrading our cellular structures. They appear in moments of extreme awakening, activating a physical Kundalini awakening and deep cellular and DNA healing. Many people glamorize the awakening process. However, in reality, it's much messier and more difficult than most of us believe. We must first let go of what we think we know for sure and how we make sense of the world. This isn't easy. The awakening process, even when it's spontaneous, takes a considerable amount of time to integrate, and awakening without integration can leave us feeling very ungrounded. If you're in the midst of an awakening, the process never ends. Treat this time as deeply sacred and give yourself ample space to ground and integrate the extreme changes you're going through. And you know, it's really interesting because so many people are going through this awakening, and I talked about this recently in another video, where the idea of awakening is something that's been highly romanticized, but in reality, it is a very difficult thing to go through. It's rough and it's raw and it's painful, and it pulls off the veil and the blinders, and you start to see things as it really is. And oftentimes that's not this beautiful experience. It's a terrifying experience when you really understand what's going on this earth, who we are, where we come from. It's a lot. And so be gentle with yourself and tender with yourself as you're going through this process. And if you're feeling like down on yourself when it comes to this awakening process, like, why am I so depressed? I should be enlightened or feeling, positive. No, it's all about breaking things down to truly reveal what's there. This is the year of Kali, 2025. And the yuga, the cycle we're in, it's the Kali yuga. And Kali is the destroyer. And a lot of people, are scared of Kali, but there's nothing to be afraid of, because she doesn't come in and take what's good. She destroys what no longer works, what's no longer serving us. And it can be a very scary thing, that destruction. But after we have the destruction and those things that no longer serve us are moved out of our way, that opens up the doors, right, to just such different energy, a completely different experience, a different spiritual experience. So I would just encourage you all, hang in there. Okay, I know it's rough times. I have more good days now than bad days, but I have my rough days when it comes to going through like awakening symptoms. All right, you guys, if you're still here with me, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And if you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. It's free and it helps out my channel more than you could ever know. And finally, if you'd like to take your support of my channel one step further, you can do that by becoming a member. The link to join is in that description box down below. Just click more, expand it, and all the information is in there. And the membership is 99 cents a month, and you get access to member exclusive content. Okay, you guys. Oh, and don't forget, I'll leave all the links to the Otter Spirit bracelets in that description box down below as well. Okay, you guys, I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.